Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's a beautiful day out today, and it's been a beautiful week so far, weather-wise at least. I've been having my ups and downs over the past couple of weeks still, and it's sort of a day-by-day process for me. I've got some days that go really well, and other days that are very difficult just to get out of bed. Um, Today was kind of one of those days. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety today, very shaky, very jittery. Um, I can feel it right through my chest and down into my stomach, and very hard to sleep last night, which being exhausted and anxious at the same time makes it a challenge to get through the day. But I am getting through it. Make no mistake about that. Um, well, that said, I wanted to sort of start out today. I still wanted to get on here and share some of my thoughts and feelings with you. But I wanted to start out today by sharing with you a quote from one of my favorite authors, Stephen King. And he wrote that the most important things are the hardest things to say. These are the things you get ashamed of because words diminish your feelings. Words shrink things that seem limitless when they're in your head to no more than life size when they're brought out. But it's more than that, isn't it? These things are too close to where your secret heart might be buried, like landmarks to a treasure that your enemies would love to steal away. And you may make revelations that cost you dearly, only to have people look at you in a funny way, not really understanding what you said at all or why you thought it was so important that you almost cried while you were saying it. That's the worst part, I think, is that the secret stays locked inside, not for want of a teller, but for want of an understanding ear. That's a passage from a book called The Body, from a novella. Actually, I first read it when I was maybe a young teenager, and that particular passage just stuck with me and resonated with me so strongly. And I never really examined why until now, really. And realizing that even at that young age, I already had so much locked inside, so much that I wasn't sharing, and so much that I wanted to share, but didn't feel like or didn't think that I had an understanding ear. And I think it's a quote that so many of us can relate to in so many different aspects of life. How often we feel alone in the struggle that we're feeling, and that's something that I've come to realize just recently as I've been sharing myself with you all on Facebook and now on YouTube, and in person, for those of you I'm fortunate enough to be able to see in person. And I'm starting to realize how many of these experiences that I've been having, and this suffering that I've been experiencing in silence, thinking that I'm all alone, thinking that I'm on my own here, how much of it is so similar, how much of it is shared by so many of us, all of us, I think, to some degree or another. And it's realizing or searching for that understanding ear where we can actually open up and share that struggle, that pain, that hurt, and begin that healing. So it's a common theme of mine lately, but I really do encourage you all to keep sharing and keep talking and share with each other. You'll be amazed at when you start opening up and when you start getting a little bit vulnerable, even with people that you maybe don't feel fully safe with. You'll be amazed at the response that you get. I know I've been truly amazed at the people that have opened up to me and shared their experience with me. And it's just been a wonderful process so far. It's been a hard one, and it still is a hard one. One thing that I've noticed in particular is when I'm talking about depression and anxiety, so many people equate those terms to sadness and nervousness. and they're such different things. And I think the biggest difference in them is understanding the source. I tell people that I'm depressed today, or I'm experiencing a lot of anxiety, and the first question is, well, what's causing it? What are you thinking about? What's the issue? And geez, if I only had that answer, right? And I say I'm sad, I can say I'm sad. I lost my job, or I lost a friend, or I'm sad. I saw something sad on TV, or a sad news story. If I say I'm nervous, maybe I have a job interview coming up and I'm nervous about that, or seeing an old friend who I haven't seen in a long time, so I'm nervous about that. Those are things that they have a direct correlation to present moment. But anxiety and depression, these are things that go much deeper, and it can be incredibly difficult for the person experiencing it to dig that up, like that treasure, and to really identify it and understand what it is. And in some cases, I think, myself included, some of that stuff is buried so deeply, and it's been layered so heavily with protection, to protect myself from it, that I haven't been able to identify it yet. I've chipped away. I've gotten bits and pieces. I think I have a general understanding of the direction that it goes, but it's still a work in progress. And so for those of you who are dealing with a friend or a loved one, or an associate who is experiencing these things, just understand that it can be very difficult for them, for a variety of reasons, to really open up and share what's going on, because, like the Stephen King quote, it's so close to the heart, and there's so much perceived danger there, and so much at risk by sharing it. But at the same time, sometimes it's just a matter of, it's so hard to identify what it is that we're sharing. So be patient with us, and try your best to exercise some empathy and understand that it's not an easy road that a lot of us are on. And for those of you who are going through similar things with me, and on your own, know that you're not alone, and understand how important it is to start sharing this, start talking with each other, talking with friends, talk with me. So those of you who have reached out to me privately and publicly, thank you again so much. You're brave beyond words, and thank you. I love it, and I appreciate you, and I honor you, and I support you, and I'm here for you. So if you've still got your secret locked inside for want of an understanding ear, please seek out that ear. And if you don't have one, or you don't think you have one in your life, please reach out to me, and I'd be happy to be that ear. I'd be honored to be that ear for you. I might not be able to help you, but sometimes just hearing and knowing that you're not alone can be a huge help. So that's all I've got today. I could ramble on probably for a couple more hours, but I'll stop now. Save some for next week. And on that note, hopefully I have a good week here, and I'm feeling up to doing this again. And with any luck, I'll see you all next Tuesday. Thank you.